Yeah, you know what I do when I see those honey wagons? I go, oh man, those poor people just sitting in there waiting for their call time. How much longer is it going to be? Just one more setup.
I love it.
I mean, that's what when I watched that movie 1917, aside from just being blown away visually, how they shot that thing. Let me tell you something, dude. How hard those people worked on that. Can you imagine the pre-production on that thing? Figuring out how you were going to shoot that and saying action, and there's 100 extras running out, and then you have to stay on the main characters and just. I mean, dude, that looked like drone footage of World War One. Half of
Yeah,
that shit, like it was amazing.
it was spectacular. I didn't realize Isla's the one that pointed out. Like we're watching that first thing of them getting up and walking to go see the general, and Isla goes, "They haven't switched cameras," and I went, "What?" She goes, "This is one shot," and now I'm watching, going, "This is one shot." Now, obviously, it's not one continuous shot through the whole movie.
Yeah, there's ways. A lot of times they'll have somebody that passes in front of the camera, like I just did there.
Yeah,
My fucking hand.
but
It's Hollywood magic.
Bill Burr shooting 1917, and then I said to him, "Hold on one second."
Yeah, let's just say when it wouldn't have ended up at the award shows if I shot that thing. I am amazed though at like directing. Or sorry, I'm trying to be able to sit fucking back here with this stupid thing. I am amazed at like the patience that people have editing and like I almost lose my mind writing.
Yeah,
Like I just get like I don't have any like I will fight for a joke and then about 3 minutes later it's like, dude, I don't give a fuck. Put my character in a dress. Can we just move on to the next scene? I want to get out of here. I just want to get out of here. Look how beautiful it is out. How do you guys have the fucking discipline to keep sitting here? And then you watch as they're like shooting whatever you're doing. And as long as that process is, you got to understand that somebody has to sit down and watch all of those fucking takes.
yeah.
Bert, your ride is here. 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 Imagine that for fucking hours on end. Going,
Oh,
is that
I couldn't
thing?
do it.
He kind of mumbled it. He had his hand up by his face. Does this move the story? Do you want to be here? Do you want to be out like this? It's just like, oh my God, fucking kill me.
Yeah,
Kill me.
I couldn't. I used to do a vlog, and when I would do a vlog, I would shoot a bunch of stuff, and then I go to edit it, and I started learning. The less I shot, the better the vlog was, because the more I shot, I just was like overwhelmed by it, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just look at what I got anyway." I would take whatever I saw. I'd be like, "That'll work."
That was like the old Comedy Centrals when you get the half hour.
Yeah,
They would say do at least 26 minutes. And I'd see guys do 50 minutes and like, why would you do that? Now they're gonna take 50 minutes and slam it down. I did what's the least I can do? That's what I did. And then they just took 1 4-minute bit out in my special. I mean, I would say it's a great special, but it flowed as
yeah.
opposed to like I know the guys, the more time guys did, the less they liked their special because they had zero input. We were all new guys back then.
God,
It was
man,
a different game. It was a different game back then. See?
do you remember when you do a joke and they'd cut to commercial? I mean, like, think about that now. Can you imagine them taking your special and just cutting to commercial, and then people come back 2 minutes later and go, "Wait, what was he talking about? Oh, that's
You know what?
right."
You know what the worst thing was? Was the year I went in. I did it. They had. I'll never forget it. The promos. They had you sitting on a stool doing all this wacky shit to the thing, and in the background they just had a trumpet that went. Ba-da, ba-da, bow, ba, bow. That was literally. You suck. I mean, that's what it just sounded like. It was just like, what the. I just remember thinking that, like, how is this the fucking. It was under a different management because I feel like Comedy Central's come around again. But back then, they were just so churning it out. It's like that trumpet to me was like, you don't even understand. I don't think you even respect stand-up comedy. That we need like a wacky instrument sound. And it was a muted trumpet.
Yeah.
I know everybody watching. I was probably going to go fucking Google that and send that to me a zillion times. Remember that? And then they go,
I remember not getting a half hour doing like premium blend, not getting a half hour, and taking it so personal, and like thinking they must hate me. Like they must, like I submitted, they must really hate me, not realizing that there was only 11 people that were going to get it, and they kind of already knew who the 11 were before they even needed to look at tapes. They didn't
Right.
really need to look at tapes. I didn't know that. And then I did a show for them on on Comedy Central called Reality Bites Back, right? It was me, Amy Schumer, Mo Mandel, Donnell Rollins, Red Grant, Theo Vaughn, Tiffany Haddish. It was an
Dude, that's
amazing
a monster
group.
cast.
I know. I can't believe they're not doing reruns. Anyway, I do the show. The show didn't do well, but I did well on the show. And I remember being like in my bathroom upstairs going, I wonder if they're going to notice me. And as I said that, the phone rang and I answered it. And I got from two different people at Comedy Central, I got offered an hour special and a half hour special on like within the same 5 minutes. And I went, wait, so this has no rhyme or reason to like there was, and they were like, do both. It doesn't matter. Do both. And I remember being like, so it doesn't, like, it had nothing to do with submitting tapes. Like, no one hated me. No one even knew who the fuck I was. And it was like,
they just wanted content.
Yeah, And I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, here I've been having a personal battle with people that don't know who I am. Like having a one-sided fight in my head with people that have never heard of me.
No, I've done that. Everybody does that after a while. Hey, you know what, Bert? You're being too hard on yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. If this pandemic goes for a whole year, hopefully it doesn't, you're going to be a year sober, no cigars, no weed. Do you come out of this a newborn, shredded Bert Kreischer?
Oh, yeah. I'm talking. I might become a motivational speaker.
Dude, I got the diet. I paid for it. I'll pass the recipes on to you.
Really?
I've dropped 10 pounds. I started it before all this bullshit. Well, I mean, the bullshit was going on, but no one was taking it seriously. I started in the first week of March, and I'm down like 10 pounds.
Wow. Were you telling me about it last week where you're saying like it feels good when you eat clean?
Well, yeah, I try to avoid saying eating clean.
What?
Because I am. Well, first of all, I'm eating a lot of vegetables and stuff, but God, I mean, I do a lazy job of washing those things off. So I'm probably better to be eating a cow that ate another cow with the amount of fucking carcinogens I've consumed. But it's great for the stomach. But no, I'm sort of doing like the prison workout and just eating really well. And that's it. And then like once every 3 days, like yesterday in the rain, I went for a hike just around my neighborhood. It's not a hike unless you're in the dirt. So I'm just walking along the street. So I got my mask on and shit, and it's pouring down, raining out. And I broke the screen on my phone like months ago. And I had an acting gig, so I didn't have time to get it. And now I can't get it fixed. So I kept taking it out to select a new song, not realizing there's cracks in the screen and it was raining on it. And then it just started acting weird. Like it was punching in like the passcode for me as I was trying to get it. And I was going like, holy fuck, because I watched this documentary where the FBI was tailing this guy and they were in his phone. And I was like, oh my God, what did I say on my podcast? They're in my phone. And then I realized it was the water and I was like, oh no. So I ended up coming home, and my wife, because she's a saint, she goes, take it out of the case. So I took it out of the case. And for some reason it was texting people. I text some person. It was so funny. It had nothing to do with the conversation. I had text back, hey, thanks for watching my special. I appreciate it. Hope you can come out to my show at some point. I wrote that. Yeah. And then after it, the phone just wrote, you got it. And then for some reason, that person put the emoji thumbs up on you got it. And I think because it made no sense. And what I love about the thumbs up emoji is the best, because that's not, it's just, I heard what you said. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna go out here. I feel like going out and going fucking shooting someone at a mall. Just, I guess you can't do that. That's a bad example. Whatever. So I talked myself into a corner. I didn't have a reference, so I just yeah.
Oh, hey.
Bad example. Yeah. So she ended up taking a hairdryer to it, and it worked. So now it's fine. And then I had to write the person back. saying, hey, sorry about the you got it. My phone got wet and sent that out. And then this person, he didn't write me back because I think he feels dumb because he responded to it with the fucking thumbs up emoji. And that right there, Bert, is the end of my going on a hike with the cracked cell phone screen story.